Hey everybody, I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because Luca is on day 2 of Trach life. Surgery went really well. Well, the surgeon said it was tricky as usual, as always with Luca. He had quite a bit of inflammation, which I don't doubt. He's had that too for quite a while, his whole life actually, so I'm not surprised. But they did it. They got the trach in. He already had a G-tube, but they actually placed a button, and one of his ostomies started bleeding, so that was kind of a concern. Hold on. That was Luca. He was desatting a little bit, but I mean, he's completely knocked out asleep. But she had turned him to 21% of room air, and we just bumped him up a little bit because he's like asleep. They have him on the pain medicine, some fentanyl. Not that much actually. He's a pretty big dude. It's a drip, but they also have him on Precedex, which we call it the sleepy medicine. Kind of keeps him sleepy. But that was at a 0.8. We actually bumped that one up because he was getting quite agitated. He would hit his trach, and then that would kind of knock it out of place, and she would have to put it back in. That of course made him super angry, so it was kind of like a cycle. Then they would have to give him a bolus of extra pain medicine, and it was just like a little pattern thing. So we upped his Precedex sleepy medicine, and he's been knocked out for quite a while. But yeah, surgery went good. I was saying that he had some bleeding from one of his ostomies that was totally unrelated to his surgery. So like they weren't doing surgery on his ostomies, so we were kind of concerned about that. But they did some CBC labs, and his platelets and blood counts were pretty good. They gave him some plasma and some other stuff to help to make clots and things like that, and it slowed down quite a bit. So everything else is pretty good. I'm exhausted. It was a rough, long day. Dad went back to work. I was supposed to be at work, but we were just really concerned with the bleeding. But thank God it wasn't nothing too serious. But yeah, he's sleeping, so it went well. If he wakes up, I'll show y'all a little video. He looks like a totally different baby. He looks so big. I mean, he was always big, but now he looks like a big boy. I'm excited. I'm ready for the healing to begin. And yeah, I can't wait. Hey everybody, I came down to get a coffee. I'm so tired. I forgot how much surgery day takes out of me. Because don't get me wrong, we were 100% ready for it. But it's a lot. It's a lot to see your baby, you know, in pain, out of it. And I was under the assumption until literally yesterday that he would be kind of like medically paralyzed. That's what I saw in a lot of Trach mom groups. But they actually just have him on some pain medicine that he's had before. And they did that so he wouldn't, you know, kind of swell up. They still want him to move and heal. But if they would have paralyzed him medically, then there was like 100% chance that he would get a lot of swelling. And so far he hasn't, which is great. I totally thought I was going to see a super swollen Luca today, but he's actually looking pretty good. Yesterday I planned on vlogging, you know, surgery day and everything, but Jeremy was with me and he's not a big vlogger, dude. And then a surprising thing was the nurse wanted me to hold Luca before surgery, and I already told y'all on my Insta stories that I don't like to hold him while he was still intubated because he just starts moving sometimes when he's awake, and I was scared he was going to extubate himself. But she kind of coerced me into it. I know that sounds crazy. A nurse has to make you hold your baby, but I did it, and he's so big and so heavy. I'm glad she did. And then when we were putting him back, they kind of switched out his bed, so Jeremy got to hold him when I passed him to him, and he got to hold him too before his surgery. So his surgery was supposed to be at 12, but it ended up being pushed back because another baby had an emergency surgery. So we started at 2, and me and Jeremy were like, okay, let's go eat. And we went to go eat, and they were calling us at 1 saying they were ready. So we rushed back, signed the papers. They took Luca. It lasted maybe about an hour and a half, not too long. Then they moved him into the room, and we had to wait quite a while before we could see him because he was very agitated. Like I said, I thought he was going to be knocked out, but he wasn't. So he still had some sedation from the surgery and the anesthesia, but he still was kind of feeling it. So yeah, he was mad at that. He was mad at the nurses. She kind of had like a little bandage like pulling his neck up. He hated that. We gave him a pacifier and he loved it. Like that instantly like soothed him so much. But now that he doesn't have the bar there to hold it, he's kind of so forceful with it. So hopefully he can kind of learn how to use it because he loves his pacifier. But this morning he's doing a lot better. His stats are really good. Last night his blood pressure was a little high, but for his weight, that's fine. His sodium is always pretty high, but it was kind of low on the normal side. Everything was doing pretty good, like stat-wise. He looked good, not really swollen. So yeah, we turned his sleepy medicine Precedex up, and that's really helped. He stayed calm like for a good minute. So these next few days are kind of just a make Luca comfortable kind of deal. I'm gonna need y'all to pray to the good Lord, or whoever you believe in, that Luca learns how to use his pacifier, because mama can't be standing here all day holding it. because he loves this thing, but he don't know how to use it. Oh Lord. Once Luca heals up better, I'll kind of explain all this situation. But this is Trach right here. I don't know if y'all heard that announcement, but apparently somebody on the 9th floor just had a procedure and they were trying to escape the building with a gown on and an IV. They had like paged like 2 times before that. So I don't know what's going on, but somebody trying to escape. Anyway, this is Trach right here. They put a little white gauze to collect some drainage and keep it dry. Oh, Luca. Silly boy. We have his hand over there restrained, kinda, so he won't hit it. Trying not to bother him so he stays asleep. Look how big he is, you guys. Oh my god. Once he's completely healed, he'll have his crib. Like that baby over there. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we're in another room. Apparently the one we were in wouldn't fit his crib. But now I have a couch, so I can stay if I want to. His nurse just went to lunch. I'll probably grab a bite to eat after that when she comes back. It's 1 o'clock, so probably get something at 1:30. And then drive home around 2 or 2:30. I don't have to go that early, but my dad's there. And I want to make sure he eats something since he had fast food yesterday since we were here all day. And yeah, get some house stuff done, get some rest, and be back again tomorrow. I'll put a little bit of video of yesterday, Luca before surgery, smiling, and then a few pictures from after surgery. But yeah, I hope y'all like my first ever little bitty vlog. I know it was mostly me talking today, but it'll be a lot better once Luca starts doing things and once he's kind of over this healing process, because it's a lot. It's a lot on me and him, mostly him, obviously, but the surgeon came by and looked at him and is pleased, so we're getting there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, and yeah, make sure to like this video, subscribe. I'm gonna try to post frequently. I'll post some labor and delivery videos, some videos about Luca's first few months of life, just things we've dealt with for this long 9-month journey. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and supporting us and praying for us. We appreciate it. Bye. Luca, what are you smiling at, buddy? Luca.